We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T, so I hope y'all have y'all's teacups ready, honey, because this tea is what? Piping hot. So I want to go ahead and shout out XO Caroline. She's one of the first ones to hit me up on Twitter and let me know that once again, Tiny and Bernice were going at it on social media. Shortly after that, Tiny started trending. This whole situation is a mess, honey. And she wanted me to break everything down, so make sure y'all have y'all's teacups ready, okay? So what went down is this. Basically, Bernice's ass was trying to be messy. And her and her friend took to Snapchat and they were singing that Escape song, Just Kick It. So she was singing that part about how every man wants a woman. So the whole situation was crazy. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a Snapchat really quick. Every man wants a woman. For him and her, they just go hang. All right, so you guys just saw that Snapchat. So once that Snapchat went viral, Tiny decided to @ her, and this is what Tiny had to say. So Tiny goes, funny, at real Bernice Burgos. That man you speaking of was laid up with his wife last night. So quit being petty, because clearly you getting lied to if you thinking anything different. Hope you didn't take him serious. Now keep singing my shit. You know you a slick fan anyway. So that's what Tiny wrote, honey. All right, so then Bernice came back at her. She says, at Major Girl. Okay, you really the grown-up here? Honestly, I wasn't even being funny. You know what's petty? Me singing the Biggie Smalls verse, that would have been real petty. Let me start off by saying you not even the old Tiny from Escape. You a whole new person. Fan, you've been following me for some time now, hun. I want to keep this off the internet because this really isn't me at all. But you clearly letting this pretty face fool you. Where I'm from, we don't type. We really about that. If you laid up with him, then why you so pressed about me? So that's what she said. And then she wrote, at Major Girl, we not about to sit here and argue over a nigga, honey. Anything else you have to say, let me know. I'll DM you my number. So that's what Bernice said to Tiny. And as we all know, there was that verse in that Biggie song where Biggie goes in on Escape and basically calls them some of the ugliest bitches in R&B.
Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I'm just playing. I'm saying. I put Shantae more pussy in stitches. I fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly ass Escape bitches. I fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly ass Escape bitches.
So that whole situation was crazy. And the day that he died at the Peterson Automotive Museum, Escape ended up running into Biggie Smalls and he apologized to them. So Biggie did apologize to them for that line. So that's what Bernice is saying for all you kids who are too young to know what the hell she's talking about. So now besides that, it was crazy because then people started going, at Tiny and saying, this is insane. Don't do that. You're making yourself look crazy. Why are you even addressing her? But now if that's not crazy enough, T.I. also sat down with Angie Martinez, and his interview with Angie Martinez has been circulating the internet. And in these interviews, T.I. admits to being much better friends with his wife, Tiny. He's also saying that his marriage was a distraction. So these interview clips are not a good look for T.I. I'm going to go ahead and play these clips for you real quick. Check this out.
I'm a man. I'm not engaged in a woman's business. That is women's business. It got nothing to do with me.
It sometimes shows up at your door, though, and they be
I
like,
I bet it won't.
You never get those at 3 a.m?
Absolutely not.
You don't get those 3 a.m. calls or texts?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But you were shooting while stuff was going on, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? How does one do that?
With dignity and class, like they do everything else.
You show up.
No. Listen, there is no beef. Like, we good. We straight.
Good.
You know what I mean? Everybody else one got the problem. You know what I'm saying? We straight. We see each other. We speak. We talk. We spend time together. You know what I mean? We good.
Yeah, we saw the pictures of you at the baby's, was it christening, right?
We good. No, well, we had a christening and then we had a first birthday.
And the first birthday party. That's good. I mean, y'all two got so much history that even if,
That's
and you raising all these beautiful kids.
It's still one of the best friends I have in the world. It
Mm-hmm.
still is. And, I could just be a better best friend than a husband.
Mm. Women hate to hear that shit.
I just, and in my life, there will be two different things. There will be people, places, and things that help me get there, And there will be people, places, and things that distract me and deter me from getting there. So, you know, it just seems to me like marriage and what marriage means and what marriage does, it just is one of them things that's going to distract me and deter me.
All right, so you guys just saw the clips. So shortly after that, Tiny's homegirl, the Glam University, she wrote the following, and Tiny ended up liking what she wrote. So Tiny says, "Dear self, don't give a man your good years. Become a felon for him. Let go of friends. Give up your career to support his. Don't be too loyal, because one day he might get to where y'all work so hard to be, only to consider you a distraction. Love always, me." So when that post went viral, like I said, Tiny ended up liking that post. And that whole situation is just really, really sad. And then another post that Tiny ended up liking was one called Side Bitch Rules. So this is what somebody wrote. It says, "Side bitch rules. Your identity must remain unknown to the wife. You are an undercover operation. No contact with the wife or children of the wife. Must send is the coast clear text before placing any calls. Must know clear definition of side means side, similar to side dish. Only 1% of side bitches will ever gain the full-time position." So when Glam University posted that, you can see that Tiny also liked that as well. So this whole situation, like I said, is getting messier and messier. I told y'all from jump, they're getting ready to divorce. This situation is not going to last. Obviously, T.I.'s not happy. He's not in love with her anymore. She's still fighting for her marriage, and that's probably because she's older and she doesn't want to start over. But I think at this point in time, Tiny needs to let it go. She's out here looking crazy. I got to keep it real. When you're sitting here, you know, calling out side chicks and going off on them, it's not a good look, because again, Tiny has a legitimate career. Tiny has legitimate talent, and you're giving this side chick Instagram model more fame than she really deserves. You know what I'm saying? Bernice is a beautiful woman, but besides that, you know, she's famous for basically messing with, you know, T.I. and Drake. And also, you know, being a model on Instagram. So I just think that she's giving her way too much attention than she needs. Another thing I find funny about this situation is that, you know, as a grown woman, who brags about sleeping with their husband? Especially to the side chick. You know what I mean? It's like y'all's kids are grown enough to read this foolishness. Tiny's older daughter just turned 21. And it's like they're basically allowing T.I. to reduce them to looking stupid. You know what I mean? You shouldn't ever have to brag about sleeping with your husband. That's a given. He should be in bed with you. You know, I just find this whole situation crazy. But this is what happens when females want to be down-ass chicks and give guys, you know, hall passes to cheat and have threesomes and, you know, do all types of extra stuff just to keep him. Now he's literally reduced this marriage to being a distraction. Was this marriage a distraction when he was going to jail and he was getting locked up and leaving Tiny to take care of the kids? Was the marriage a distraction when he used the marriage to get on VH1's Family Hustle? The marriage wasn't a distraction then when you were using this marriage to get money. So I find that really just insulting that he would reduce their marriage to a distraction, because again, it wasn't a distraction when she was busy raising the kids and trying to maintain the household while he was going through all these damn legal woes and being incarcerated. The only thing that's distracting that marriage is the fact that he's trying to smash groupies and he's trying to smash Instagram models. That's the real distraction. It's not the marriage. It's the fact that he can't stay faithful and keep his thing in his pants. And the sad part is when Tiny eventually finds somebody else, because I'm sure she'll find somebody, you know, she has money, she's wealthy, she has herself together. He'll probably turn into a psycho like Chris Brown, where he'll feel like, you know what, if you're not with me, you can't be with nobody else. So this whole situation to me is trifling. And I also would not be shocked if they were doing all this nonsense and playing this out in public as an attempt to get us to watch their last season of their damn show. As y'all know, I don't fuck with Family Hustle. That's not my show. The show is boring. It's two-stage. I don't watch it. But we all know this is the final season, and one of the things that they're hyping up is the fact that they're going through this divorce. And this might be why he's out here talking to Angie Martinez and why she's going back and forth with Bernice, is because that might bring viewers to their show that's already declining in viewership. So the whole situation is just insane. But again, all these people need to grow up. It's not that serious, and Tiny just needs to let it go. Obviously, this man is no longer into her. He basically considers her the homegirl at this point in time. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation. Once again, concerning Tiny, Bernice Burgos and T.I.'s interview with Angie Martinez. Do you feel like Tiny should be going back and forth online with Bernice? Do you feel like Bernice was being messy by singing the Just Kicking It song? And then how do you feel about T.I. basically reducing his marriage and his relationship to Tiny as, you know, her being the homegirl and they will always be friends and the marriage being a distraction? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.